Come on, it's morning. We must wake up. What are you doing? Sun is at peak and you are still sleeping? No, 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 no. If you are sleeping at Braham Muhurt, that means you're inviting ailments. Namaste, I am Acharya Pratishtha and I welcome you to Friday Facts with Acharya Pratishtha and Insight to Indian Culture. In today's episode, we are going to talk about one very, very important topic because we have received several queries. Acharya ji, very often you talk about waking up in Braham Muhurt. We have seen you, witnessed you at several TV shows, at several TV discussions, being very vocal about benefits of waking up at Braham Muhurt. Recently, we all have witnessed the rise in cases of heart attacks. And during one of my recent discussion at one of the TV channel, I quoted this, that most of the heart attacks takes place at the time of Braham Muhurt, at the time when we should leave bed, but we are still sleeping. And we have received several questions about it, that what is the logic, what is the science behind it. So let's understand. First thing, what is Braham Muhurt? What is the exact time of Braham Muhurt? So time when sun rises, sometime before that is the time of Braham Muhurt, when night is going and sun is coming, when moon is going and sun is coming. Though moon and sun remains forever, but we call it in Hindi Paw Phatna, which means when night is going, day is coming, and that time of union between night and day is called Sandhya Kal, and before that is Braham Muhurt. So to simplify it, it is somewhere around between 3:30 and 6 a.m. So 3:30 a.m. and 6 a.m. Between that period, most probably even before 5:30 is Braham Muhurt. Now, question is, why is it important to wake up during Braham Muhurt? There are many people who might ask, we do night shifts, we work, we study during night, we do exercise during night, or maybe we are just watching television during night. We get family time only during that time, so we cannot wake up in the morning. What to do? Let's understand the science behind it. First reason, why to wake up during Braham Muhurt or early in the morning. First reason, because this is the most natural thing in this world. All living beings, whether we talk about birds or animals or even plants, flowers, everything wake up in the morning. So this is the most natural thing we can adapt in our everyday life. When sun rises, that means it is the time to leave your bed, spend some quality time in Mother Nature, with Mother Nature, inhale some fresh air, let sun rays fall on your body, at your chest, at your navel. So the most natural thing, most natural pattern is that whenever sun rises, we must wake up. Okay, fine, Acharya ji, good logic, but is there anything more scientific? Fine, we understand that this is natural, but then what is the science behind it? So let's understand the science behind it. We have several hormones in our body, and there are two hormones which are related to this subject. One is cortisol, other one is melatonin. So cortisol hormone is also commonly known as stress hormone. When I say stress hormone, it doesn't mean that it is a hormone which is going to give you ailment of stress. Sometimes, stress is not only about ailment. Stress means activity. Stress means you're not in a relaxed state. You are active. You're ready to do something. That is stress. Cortisol hormone releases with sun. So this is the time when we have cortisol, which means we should be active. On the other side, melatonin is a hormone which is also known as hormone of darkness, which simply means when there is no sun, when there is darkness, this hormone is released. This hormone is also connected to your sleep. Now, patients of insomnia, patients of sleeplessness, generally melatonin is being given to these patients in form of a tablet because their body is not able to secrete this hormone naturally. Now, what happened? At the time of melatonin secretion, you are awake, which means you should be sleeping, and at the time of cortisol secretion, you are sleeping, which means you should be awake. So with this disturbance of your activity, you become a home of several diseases. Now, third question, Acharya ji, we have understood when sun rises, we should wake up. When sun sets, we should sleep. So fine, cortisol is at its peak at around 9 a.m. So what is the logic behind waking up at Braham Muhurt? Because cortisol is at peak at 9 a.m. So we can begin our day around 8 as well, right? This is your next question. Answer is very, very simple. Braham Muhurt is the time when melatonin is going down and cortisol is rising. And this Braham Muhurt is the time when these two hormones meet. Simply like you can breathe from, right or left nostril, or in yogic language, you can work on Ida, Pingala. But when Ida and Pingala are balanced, then only you can work on Sushumna and you can awaken your Kundalini and work on your chakras. Same way, when melatonin is going down, cortisol is rising, two hormones meet. This is the time of union. This is the time of achieving whatever you want to achieve in your life. This is the time of mastering whatever you want to master. And that's the reason this is the time of yogis. This is the time of sadhaks. This is the time of saints. This is the time of students. This is the time of musicians and artists. Practice yoga abhyas at this time. Study during this time. Master whatever you want to master this time, and you will see even students who say, oh Acharya ji, we are studying during night, we are preparing for medical and this and that, and we have done so many researches on this and we have experienced so many students. When you study in the night, you take 2 hours, let's say, to remember something, same chapter, same study material. If you do it in Braham Muhurt, you can finish it in half an hour. This is the power of Braham Muhurt. If you want to meditate, you want to study, you want to read, you want to practice pranayam, you want to practice dhyan, you want to do nritya sadhana, you want to do music sadhana, this is the time for you. So this is the reason that if we want to achieve best out of ourselves, Braham Muhurt is the right time. And to utilize this time, make sure you wake up a little earlier than this, so that the entire Braham Muhurt time when two of the hormones are meeting should be utilized in its maximum way. I know what next question is there in your mind. Is it only during Braham Muhurt? Yes, Braham Muhurt is the first one because melatonin is going down and cortisol is rising. So this equation is perfect for mastering whatever you want, but then other such time is Sandhya Kal. Both are considered as Sandhya Kal. Other is in the evening when cortisol is going down and melatonin is rising. But this is the second choice. First is in the morning. Next question, Acharya ji, how to wake up in the morning? We have tried so many times. We have, put alarm so many times, but, we cannot sleep on time. Because we cannot sleep on time, so we can't wake up in the morning, right? If you believe that it's important to sleep on time to wake up in the morning, you are wrong. Then what is the right equation? I'm not going to tell you that in this episode because I've already shared a video on that. So check the link at description box and understand how to wake up in the morning. Okay? So this is for today's episode. If you have any other question, any other query, anything related to Indian culture, do not hesitate to send us your queries and we will come up with a fresh episode with you, because we come up every Friday with a new episode of Friday Facts with Acharya Pratishtha, and you can check our health, wellness related videos at other days of the week. Lots of love, light and blessings for all of you. Hari Om.